I just wanted to know what is the demand for this particular stream. It means that probably Canada does not have that kind of prospects at this point. And also don't forget that you will be loaded with a lot of assignments too. Hey guys, welcome to another video from College Dunia. This is me, Reshma Ravindran, and today we're going to look into a very interesting topic. In fact, one of the most asked questions amongst the aspirants who want to go to Canada as a student. It's nothing but which course should I choose in Canada? But before we go into the video, click onto that subscribe button and also the bell icon so you guys get notifications of all our upcoming videos that are going to be relevant towards studying abroad. The moment you decide to come to Canada, you have like so many thoughts in your mind. You're thinking which course to do, whether this course will work out, whether this course will actually fetch me a job, whether this is the right decision, whether this is the right time. All these questions come to your mind, and today we're going to just focus on that, and I'm going to give you the answers to all those questions because I was there in your position just a couple months back. When you start Googling about courses in Canada or the best courses in Canada, the first thing that you come across is there are some courses that are masters and then there are some courses that PG diplomas, and you're thinking what's the difference and what do you get out of the two? So let's first of all understand what's masters and what's PG diplomas before we get into the courses. So in Canada, if you see, there are universities and then there are colleges. The courses offered by universities are called masters and the courses offered by colleges are called PG diplomas. So first, let's talk about masters. Masters is more like a specialization program. So let's say I am a computer science engineer and I will want to do a cyber security course. Now this is basically an extension of my background. So that's how masters work. So basically you should have something relevant back there in your country to actually apply to another course. It should basically be an extension or a specialization in your particular stream. Also, if you are someone who wants to change your stream or something like that, I don't think masters is the option for you because you really can't apply. So here again in masters, you have certain requirements to fulfill. So masters actually require you to have at least 16 years of education, which means your degree should be at least, that is your bachelor's should be at least 4 years. So usually when we notice back there in India, we actually notice that there are only 3-year courses for courses like BCom and all that. But if you are an engineering graduate, obviously you will have 4 years, and engineering graduates or maybe medicine graduates, whatever you are, you will have 4 to 5 years. So in that case, only people with 4 years of bachelor degree can actually apply for masters here in Canada. So masters, if you see, there are like 2 types of courses. One is a thesis based one and then there's a course based one. So in the course based one, if you see, you will basically be working and gaining experience and something like that. And then you have thesis based, it's more like a research kind of thing. So based on what kind of degree you want to do, you can choose accordingly. And of course, after that, you will be able to go for PhDs, and basically masters is actually accepted worldwide. So if you are someone who has 16 years of background, as in 4 years of bachelor years, then of course you can apply for masters. But if you are someone who does not have that 4 years, then masters is out of your list. You will obviously have to move to PG diplomas. So there are some colleges that do accept 3 years bachelor's, but 99% of the colleges will require 4 years of bachelor's. So keep that in mind when you are applying for colleges. So talking about the requirements, apart from the number of years, you will need a letter of recommendation from your college, and then of course you will need an SOP, and apart from that you will also need a resume. So basically how you can check the requirements, this is like the basic requirements for all the colleges, yes, not forgetting IELTS. So basically to check the requirements, you just have to go to the college, the website, and then look for the program that you're looking for, and then just check out the admission requirements. You will find everything that you need as per your country, and you can start preparing for that. So to start applying for universities, I would strongly recommend that you apply at least 6 to 8 months prior to your intake. Now 6 to 8 months is what I'm trying to say is you have to apply, from within 6 to 8 months of span from your intake. Now for the preparation, it would take longer, at least a year or something, because again you will have to give your IELTS test and you will have to start gathering all the documents that you will be requiring. So make sure you have at least that 1 year span, because here everything comes as first come first serve basis. Even if you have the best of the best profiles, all they look into is when you have submitted. So you need to submit everything within the deadline. So the number of years that you will be doing this course will range somewhere between 2 to 4 years, depending upon your course. Sometimes if it's a research based course, it could take a little longer. So you can actually check out the website again. You will see the number of years it would take for you to complete the course. The fee structure for the masters here would be somewhere between 20,000 Canadian dollars to 35 Canadian dollars, somewhere between 15 to 20 lakhs per year. And apart from that, again, if you have other miscellaneous and books, and that will probably cost you even more. The one thing that you have to keep in mind if you're going to apply for masters, make sure you have a lot of time, because when compared to colleges, universities close their deadlines quicker because they get a lot of applications. So make sure that you apply on time, and make sure that you have the relevant course, and make sure you prepare well for your IELTS score, because then you will be in the top priority. So make sure you work on that and you're good to go. So now let's talk about PG diplomas. PG diplomas is like the most sought after thing here in Canada. Even I am currently pursuing a PG diploma. So a lot of students come here to Canada to pursue a PG diploma, mainly because it's very economical for all of us. And apart from that, there are several other reasons which I'm going to be stating now. So if you talk about PG diplomas, it's more like a specific course. It is more like a specialization, more like a certification course that we do back there in India. Like, let's say I'm specializing in Java, or if I'm specializing in a particular course. So for example, I'm actually specializing in project management. So that's how the entire PG diploma works. One thing that is very good about PG diploma is that let's say, like, you can take my education background. So I have an engineering background. I have done electronics and communication engineering, and then I have 3 years of experience in sales, and right now I'm doing project management. So I don't have any relevant background to do project management, and yet I have actually applied for it. So this is basically the advantage of doing a PG diploma, because if you are someone like me who wants to change the stream, then this is a great option for you, because I totally understand that sometimes you would want to work on something else. This is definitely a great option for all the students, because it is very economical, because the courses actually start from 8k Canadian dollars, and it can sometimes even go to 30,000 Canadian dollars, because sometimes some courses are actually more expensive than masters itself, but mostly students choose something that is somewhere between 8,000 to 10,000 Canadian dollars. So this is a very, very, very economical thing. Like 8,000 Canadian dollars should be somewhere around 5-6 lakhs. So that is like really, really, really suitable for all of us. The time span of the PG diploma will be somewhere around months to 2 years of time. It will not be more than that. And again, talking about requirements, you will of course need your IELTS score. That's like pretty important. And apart from that, mostly colleges do not ask for letter of recommendation, so that is again a great option. They might ask you a resume and all other educational background documents. So again, same thing, you just have to go to the website, choose the right kind of course that you want, and just look at admission requirements and you will know it. One great thing about PG Diploma is that they actually offer co-ops. Not all PG diplomas, but there are a lot of PG diplomas that offer co-ops. Co-ops is nothing but paid internship. So basically you start earning while actually doing your diploma. So basically you just take your Canadian experience while you are actually still studying. So that is a great advantage because you get that kind of exposure and you understand about the Canadian work culture even before beginning your career here. And also, if you are doing pretty well, sometimes the employers will actually retain you as a full-time employee too. So that is again a great advantage. So if you're asking me, okay, so will the college actually find me the job? No, that does not work like that. You are responsible for finding your own co-ops. So you will have to you will definitely get guidance from your college as to where, like what kind of place you will have to work and how you can find those jobs, how you can prepare your resume. All these training will be given by the college, so you don't have to worry about it. Talking about work permits, both masters and PG diplomas is definitely more or less the same. Usually when you're doing masters, you might be doing at least a 2-year program. So when you're doing a 2-year program, you will be having 3 years work permit, and that's the same for PG diploma too. If you're doing a 2-year program, you will be having 3 years of work permit. And if you are doing a 1-year PG diploma program, then probably you would be getting 1 year or 8 months, depending upon your course. You will be getting the time span accordingly. So for both the options, of course, you will be eligible to work here, and post which, if you are trying to apply for PR, again, both the options are pretty good. And especially PG diploma is like a great option for someone who just wants to get here and gain a little knowledge about the Canadian work culture and start working within like 8 months. So basically, if your course is like just 8 months, you just have to complete the course and then just apply for job opportunities. So this is a great way to actually come to Canada and gain experience and start applying for job opportunities and then apply for PR too. Now let's get into job opportunities. A lot of people kind of have this thought in your mind, because even I had, like, if we study in this college, will we get a job? If we study in that college, will we get a job? Will they offer placements and all these questions? I understand that back there in India, you actually study in like really good colleges, you might land in a good job. I still don't actually believe in that concept, because I think if you have the right skills, you're going to end up at the right job. But then of course, when you are back in India, when you're studying in a good college, there are more placement options that the college invites, so that is there. But here in Canada, there's no really bad or good college. All the colleges are pretty good. Everything is like actually recognized and all that. So basically, you have to study here, develop the right skills, and if you have the right skills, the employers are not going to worry about where you are going to study. I understand that I'm a student. I still haven't faced the employers and how the interviews work, but from what I have learned from different seniors, the one thing that they commonly say, it does not matter where you study. All that matters is that if you have developed the right kind of skills, you're just going to find the right opportunity. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is that when you've decided to apply to colleges, make sure that they are under the DLI. DLI is nothing but designated learning institutions. So I'm going to leave the link for this in the description box below, so you guys can check that out too. And apart from that, you just have to click on that and check whether the college that you want to apply is actually there. You just have to type the keyword. Just let's say you want to apply for Humber College, you just have to type Humber, or if you want to type Lambton or whatever, you just have to type it down. And if the college comes up in the DLI list, this means the college is government funded, and you don't have to worry, because only then, if the college is under DLI, only then you will get a work permit. So I have seen that there are some people who apply to private colleges, and I don't know, they don't know that this will happen when you are applying alone. All these problems might arise. So make sure that you check whether the college is under DLI and then apply for the course. Now, let's say you are in a situation where you got like offer letters from 3 to 4 colleges and you have no idea how to go about with it. So in that case, you have to take into consideration about the college location and the job opportunities. Let's say you can take for example me. I have I'm currently pursuing my course in Lambton College, Sarnia. So Sarnia is a very small, city when compared to Toronto. So the major difference here is that the living expense in Sarnia is actually way lesser when compared to Toronto. So initially, as a student, for me, paying rents and everything would be lesser in Sarnia when compared to Toronto. But down the line, once I complete my course, mostly for my course, I don't think there are a lot of prospects back there in Sarnia. So obviously, I will have to move to Toronto to get good job opportunities. Here, if you're talking about part-time jobs, that's a different story. You have a lot of part-time jobs available, but I'm talking about full-time job opportunities. So basically, full-time job opportunities are obviously more in big cities. So if you're studying, even though if you're studying in a small city, you can actually save up and then move to a bigger city for more job opportunities. And now the golden question: which course should I do to get a good job in Canada? What are the best courses in Canada? So I can easily, sit here and list down the different colleges or different courses that will definitely fetch you a job and everything, but it's just going to be very generalized. You understand? Let's say I have a management background, so my point of view and my research would definitely be in that particular lane. So what about people who have done biotech and they want to know more about it? And what about people who have done something, who have a different field, and I cannot actually tell you what course actually is the right one for you. So, but I can tell you one thing that you can do that is that everyone can actually use. Let's say you are for example, what I did is I wanted to do project management. So before I went into that, I just went to Canadian job banks and different platforms like Indeed, LinkedIn. I just went ahead and checked out project management positions in different parts of Canada. I also checked it out as project coordinators and customer success roles. I just wanted to know what is the demand for this particular stream. So I understood that there is a good amount of demand for this particular stream, so I applied for this course. Now this is a great way to know whether the course that you are going to choose is the right one or not. Because if you for example, if you're searching a particular job and you don't find much, it means that probably Canada does not have that kind of prospects at this point. So make sure you do that. So whatever course you want to do, make sure that there are particular jobs in that particular stream, and then you can apply for courses. I think this option is very general for all the people. So whichever stream you are, check the job bank. So if you do not know how to check the job bank, I'm going to leave the link for that also in the description box below, so you guys can check that out. Also, there's a great advantage of studying in Canada is that you basically have like classes for like 3 to 4 days a week, and even those classes would be like really spread out. You would not be having classes like more than 3 to 4 hours a day. So in that case, you have a lot of time to do part-time jobs. And also don't forget that you will be loaded with a lot of assignments too. So even in that case, make sure that you spread out your time wisely and make sure you concentrate on your studies more, because of course part-time jobs are important for us to make sure that there's a cash flow. But remember that you are here to study, so you have to spread out your work evenly. All this is something that you should be well informed as a student who is going to apply to Canada. Even if you're applying alone or if you're applying through agent, I would personally recommend you to apply through an agent, because like, let's take for me, I actually applied to Lambton College, Sarnia. So my application fees was actually waived, which is my application cost was actually zero. So in that case, when you are applying through agents, you might get a lot of discounts and application fee waivers like this. So make sure you talk to different agents and choose the right one for you, because when you are well informed of the entire situation, you know who to choose and why you are choosing them. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, because you guys will get more relevant content, and also leave your comments below to tell me what you think about this video, and also let us know what kind of videos you would like to watch more, so we can make more content for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.